Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. Okay, this is going to be for the week. I'm going to give the general overview of what I've got, and then I'm going to pull a card for each sign. I would say that since this is not astrology and I'm pulling on the cards and the energies that I'm feeling, I would say that if you want to take each of the cards that I give in lieu of the general reading, see in your birth chart where you have these particular signs, so that if one of the cards comes up and really contributes to this in some way, you're not lost in the weeds somewhere else, like tending to something that you think is important in the moment, when in fact something really fantastic and worth your time, worth more effort into your time, could be really pulling your life ahead in some other direction. So it's kind of a week like that where I'm hoping that this helps, because the energy behind what I feel is kind of like, I don't even know how to explain it other than, did you ever walk out to like a sandbar, right? Like you're out there and then you're coming back, and all of a sudden like you're now in over your head, and then it comes back to like a little bit less, and then you're in over your head again, and it comes back a little bit like that. It's just a lot of that. It's a lot of life is kind of what it is, right? It's an energy too where I really feel it's like someone moves, right? Like say you move, all of your stuff is at your other house, and you have to go back to this one now just to make sure that like everything is, you didn't miss something, or something isn't still plugged in, or something you didn't take care of and you thought you did, or there's a bill stuck in the door and you just now see it because the couch moved away, or something like that. It can be all kinds of ups and downs like that. But I'm going to approach this first and foremost from your mental and physical perspective on this and how you handle it, because you are going to be the vehicle coming up against this energy, and how you choose to do that will make that the experience that you have, right, coming in. So we've got the 5 of coins coming in, and I'm grateful that it's in this spot again. We've got the 9 of swords, and we've got the 10 of cups. Okay, I also pulled fortune cards on this because I knew when someone saw this 5 of coins, they were going to flip out in the 9 of swords. So we come in with the 5 of cups. The fortune card and the 7 of wands are on here. Okay, so this is what is coming in. This is at the surface. So this is something that you could already be feeling, right? At the psychological level, the deepest level of this 5 of coins is I can't believe the word is escaping me. Self-esteem. It's a self-esteem hit. But you've got the fortune card here, which is saying that things are changing here. Okay, and the 7 of wands is a card that is the straight and narrow. It is the highest minor arcana card. It is emotional integrity, mind and body going in the same direction. Okay, this is not about perfection. This is about the mature aspect on life where, you know what, this dress may make my butt look a little bit big, but it's the only thing ironed in the closet and I gotta go. So it's that, it's the higher, I'm trying to make light of it, because in the net of things, the things that we're really stressing about are really not important. It's the other things. It's like, why do I feel like I'm, not good enough, or I'm not this, or we're going to get away from the victim mentality in here, because it could very easily tank you this week, when in fact, this is why I'm saying watch the other signs, because you don't want to get lost in the weeds while you're wallowing over here. And I'm not downplaying feeling depressed or feeling anxious or not feeling well. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about the mental gymnastics that we do to ourselves, right? Where we look in the mirror and then we turn something on YouTube or TikTok or whatever the hell all the other things are now, and it just deflates us. This is not a time and a place where that is even something that should occupy your time. And this is my 2 cents on it, because I can see where this is going, and it's going to the relationships in our lives, how we relate. How friendly are we to the guy who pours our coffee, or the girl who pours our coffee, or pumps our gas, or we see in the grocery store, or just passes by on the street? You know what I mean? We want to flip the mentality here, because we can. and just be kinder, nicer, more responsible people, right? And I'm not taking a dig at anyone. I'm just saying, if you look around, people are just pissed off about absolutely nothing. They don't even know why they're pissed off. They're just pissed off, and that's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. So we, the minority, will need to pull this into focus here. But this is what you're going to be coming up against. So with the Nine of Swords, I pulled another card. And this is kind of a card about rivalry, and we have the Queen of Swords. You've definitely got a handle on this. The Queen of Swords is right as rain because she works on the inside. She works on herself so that whatever shows up around her, and she keeps her sense of humor, right? Or he keeps his sense of humor. It's just showing up whole on the inside, right? Confident on the inside, keeping things in perspective and rational. It's a strategy kind of where this is going. And with the Five of Coins under the Nine of Swords, it's already saying, I've got a handle on this. I'm going to go through this. The Nine of Swords is a great business card, but it is also a card on the emotional state, which is why I'm saying keep the mental faculties where they need to be, because if you let your emotions run wild and you don't leash them, they are going to have you fear-ridden, anxiety-ridden. Your body's going to start to hurt. You're not going to sleep well. You're not going to feel well. It's those kind of things. So I'll say, if this is a situation where you are really feeling like you're taking a hit here, with the Five of Coins, this is a testing time, and it's a time where you can pull things ahead, right? If by chance there's not some major medical issue going on here, I'm not addressing that. I'm saying get out and do a walk. Break up your routine, because when you're, why am I just constantly, that word is just not flying off my tongue, self-esteem. Self-esteem comes when you put yourself in these different spots and you tackle the hard things. You do the things that are uncomfortable, but now you've got it under your belt and you've got a little bit more self-confidence now, right? These are the things that are coming there. And Lady Fortune is saying, let's just do this because it's going to be for our benefit and it's going to look like nicer once we do it, right? Again, the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands is a card that there's only one way to go. So if you're hitting a hiccup here somewhere in your life, physical, mental, emotional, do the opposite. If your routine is that you come home or your house has to be absolutely immaculate, but the rest of your life is tanking, swap that around, right? Put the focus where it needs to be. That's just an example. I feel like a message comes or something comes that you've got to tend to, and it's not built into your routine. Like you don't see it in your routine for the week, right? So it's going to throw things off a little bit there. I don't think it's going to be something that is horrific, because the outbound, we've got the Ten of Cups with the Two of Cups, right? So the message that comes is not going to be, you're going to see eye to eye on this. It's not going to be something where it's a shouting match or a dissertation or it just doesn't come together. The Ten of Cups with the Two of Cups is that, this is a situation here where if you are preoccupied with something while the relationships in your life are tanking, pay attention to the relationships in your life, because they're, what I'm saying? If you're stressing about work or something like that, and you've got a fantastic family unit, friends, co-workers, or, people in your neighborhood, your neighbors, anybody, right? If life is good there, life is good in here, you've got joy. So these things, that's why I'm saying the periphery of how you handle this week is going to make all the difference. And that's kind of where I'm going here, because the Nine of Swords can be something where, you're physically not feeling well and you should have dealt with something then. And now, like, say your back goes out and you've got a lot more on your plate now. So when your body doesn't feel really well, no matter what's going on mentally around you, it makes things really hard. So I would say don't take extra on this week, but don't shy away from the responsibilities that you've got. I would just say that. And I would say the things on the home front, since this comes on the outbound here, there's going to be a little bit of a with the Nine of Swords falling in the middle here, you're going to be brushing up against something that is going to be, that you're going to need to deal with. The Nine of Swords can come up too, where it's like I'm saying, like your body your leg goes out or something happens physically, right? Like that, like a pain or a headache or something like that. Take care of yourself physically here. I would say do all or whatever pampering you have in your repertoire and utilize them for that space. A heating pad, salt baths, whatever it is for you. Because your body will feel better. And sometimes exercise as well is not just for the body, it's for the mental state as well. So I would say try to do more physically in a healthy way than being complacent, is what I'll say about that. Sometimes too, there's something here about pulling something from the past forward. This could be something that, again, it has to be dealt with, but with the Nine of Swords, it's just saying, just deal with it and it'll be done, right? Because you've got the foundation here. It could be something material that you've got to take care of. Like, I'm trying to, because it could be something as simple as you leave the car window down and there's a rainstorm or something like that, right? But the Nine of Swords it's a 9, and we jump from a 5 out of the gate, which is showing us where the crack is. So we need to pay attention to that, right? How this can come up, perfection. Just get the things done that need to be done. Don't play so much in making something perfect, like the dress scenario that I had. Some days you just need to wear the dress just because it's the only thing that's ironed. You're not thrilled about it, but you're not naked either. It's that kind of deal. You've got to keep the humor about these things. I don't see anything catastrophic happening here. I just think a lot of, I did not plan for that today, but let's just deal with it and get it done with, right? Or these can be things too where things are going on with your friends or family members. This reading does not need to be everything particularly on you. It can be things that are going on with, your husband or your wife or your kids or your sister or your brother or your parents or anybody like that. But the net of this is the core takeaway. It's the people and the relationships in your life that need to be front and center. Even if they weren't on your schedule, re-swizzle things because you're over here, and this is where things could really be needing your attention here. It's a week where I would say this is more about mental focus, strategic mental focus, and being conscious of what your body is telling you. I would say really listen to what your body is telling you, because these are times where, and I had a client one time and I said to her, you need to stop traveling so much. And I think I even said it that forceful because I could see she was literally about to hit rock bottom in her body. And she didn't. And she fell in a pothole or something in her backyard and broke her ankle. And not only did she break her ankle, she broke it in such a way that it took like 10 times longer for it to heal. So she was not traveling for a very long time, but she also wasn't able to do anything in a very long time. And I think at that time, like her kids were graduating college, or it was a lot that, you know what I'm saying? So pay attention to your body here is all I'm saying. Nothing that you need to worry about. There's other things too where I will say with these cards coming in here, nobody is better than you. Nobody is more attractive. Nobody is prettier, healthier, skinnier, better hair, whatever, right? We're all dealing with the same crap on the inside. So we need to get over that. And sometimes, yes, it's natural to feel like that. It's natural to feel like, you know what, I put on 10 pounds and I really feel crappy right now, right? So the Nine of Swords says, well, let's get our crap together and start doing different. Let's re-swizzle our daily routines. Let's re-swizzle what we're eating. maybe I need to park further away or implement some kind of exercise somewhere, that kind of stuff, right? But set goals for yourself in all of this that require discipline, yes, but that are not like, I'm going to start exercising today and I haven't exercised or had any kind of real health routine in 20 years, but I'm going to run 10 miles. You're going to kill yourself. This is where the humor needs to come in. Little tweaks. We're not swinging the pendulum this way and this way. We're getting in the middle lane. And you know what? I'm going to wear more comfy shoes because I can tell this week is going to have me running in different directions that I may not plan for, right? I'm going to dress a little bit more comfy because maybe being, in a type of clothes that I normally wear is more for aesthetics, but they're really not comfy. And to save my energy, I'm going to eat a little bit better. I'm going to try to get a little bit, more sleep. I'm going to re-swizzle my stuff. And if this is something different, if this is a heavier energy in your life where you're really feeling like crap, right? Like I've got no energy. I really feel like all of my self-confidence is gone. Move your furniture around. I know that sounds crazy. This is my go-to. And I can't tell you, I don't even care anymore who thinks how lunatic this is. It's my go-to because inside the body here, again, with the 9 of Swords and the mental of the 5 of Coins is saying, I've got to get this energy, this anxiety, this fear. I've got to get it out of my body. So there's no better way to do that than something physical. Wash the dishes instead of the dishwasher. Vacuum the house 10 times instead of 1. Whatever you need, move your furniture around. These kind of things. Wash your bed sheets every day. Something, just things like that can really change things as well. And that's what I've got. The rival card here with the 9 of Swords is again already telling me that you're thinking something or someone is better than you. This is not the case. It's all in your head. And we do this to ourselves all the time, right? All the time. You've got the 10 of Cups with the 2 of Cups and the house on the outbound. These are the important things. And that's where you're going. That's the outbound card, right? Things are protected here. Be in the present. This could be something too here where your life drastically changes. Like you are, I like our relationship read, right? We had it like a couple days ago or something like that. There was something in there in reference to that. Like I'm secure within myself and I'm in uncharted territory because I'm going through a period of reorientation in my life. I can't see ahead of me. I have no idea. I don't have any, I don't have any dreams. I don't have any outlooks. Life is okay, but it's not, the expiration date isn't on it yet. It's kind of stale, but it's fine. Get out and do something different. This is a perfect opportunity here to get a breath of fresh air, to get some fragrant flowers in your home, things like that. Clean the windows, these kind of things. I'm not going to rattle on about it, but I'm just saying perfection, we're taking it off the table here. You are significant. You're perfect as you are. Do the thing that you need to do, right? Take care of yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and be disciplined, but don't overshoot the moon here. No marathons. If, go walk around the block and walk and run or whatever it is to you, these kind of things. So let's see what we've got now for all the signs. Hi, Aries. Okay, let's see. Okay, you have the 7 of Swords. This is going to be about resilience. Okay, this is going to be about continually surveying what's going on around you, not overdoing it, being aware of the people in your surroundings, more about what's really going on. It's more of an observation kind of thing, right? This could be too where someone in your family really needs your help or you need their help, right? One of the two. I would not say If you're dealing with something that either you're, again, it's I think it's a mental health kind of thing where you're being extremely, you're doubting yourself, right? I wouldn't go down that route. I would just streamline things, really take a bird's eye view of things and do something maybe in a little bit of a different way. Because we have the 7 of Wands and the 7 of Swords now, I'm saying it's a matter of direction only that will change things. So it's the straight and narrow. If you're doing something that you're hitting a hiccup, like any kind of hiccup, because the 7 is steer clearing if you're doing it the right way. So whatever it is that you're coming up against, right? It could be your perspective. It could be your way of looking at something. It could be your physical way of doing something. Tweak that and it clears this up. So however this affects you this week, I'm just going to say also keep things close to your chest, right? Like, I don't think you're going to, I think you're going to confuse people. I don't think people are really going to be able to figure out exactly what you're doing. And that's okay. It's not really a time to be sharing, oversharing. It's a time to be more observing and taking your direction from that. 7 of Wands, 7 of Swords are the straight and narrow. And there's only one way to go from here. So that will make your life really easy. Okay. The six of coins. I don't know why I felt the need to pull another card, but I did. This is about, again, keeping things to yourself. It's not about, it's more about, again, observing. I just keep really getting, you're going to be the fly on the wall this week. So really look at opportunities could really show up here for you too. This could be something where, an opportunity comes where, if you're looking for a house, just an example, right? Something comes across, you hear something in a conversation, or you get information here which is beneficial to you. So I would say it's not a week to be sharing all of this stuff. I think it benefits you. Given that the 10 of Cups on the outbound with the 2 of Cups, this could be something too where you're really working towards something and you don't need outside influences to knock you down at all. Or you want to buy something and people are really not understanding this. This is not, it's okay. That's kind of what I've got here. Give me a second. This is why I don't do readings on the fly. This is also something where you may have someone in your sphere that is just not a pleasant person. Kill them with kindness is all I'm going to say about that. It's not like you have to engage with any of this stuff, or, you know, they can be people that just are never going to, they just, I don't know how to say it. They just always walk around with a chip on their shoulder. Kill them with kindness. That's what you may come up against. And this could be a family member or a friend or a neighbor, which makes things even worse. But that's what I've got for that. 7 of Swords, I like to see that. The 7 and the 9 of Swords with the 5 of Cups, I will say, be conscious, don't overdo it. Because resilience is the name of the game here, but it's about physical awareness as well. Listen to what your body is telling you. And don't let the mind with the 9 of Swords get in there and make a whipping power line out of something that doesn't need to be. Order yourself. When there's a separation or something, in just because we haven't gotten enough sleep, or just, it could be anything that life is throwing at you, things can become anxious. They can become anxiety ridden. They can become fearful. There's no need for that in here, right? None at all. I would say keep things close to your chest. Keep your mouth kind of, less is more this week. And that's what I've got. This is about internal work. There could be something too on the work front where you may have a rival in something, right? You could be a salesperson, or this could be something in a business that you're brushing up against someone doing something like that. Just competition, or not even that, just business in and of itself, but you may have a rival in an area where you didn't before. So this is more observing what's really going on here and not getting into the nitty-gritty. The Six of Coins can really be a card where you're taking in information, you're doing some research, or kind of seeing what's really going on here, because the Five of Coins coming in, and now we've got the Six of Coins here for you. This is just saying you're leveling things up here. You're moving in a better direction. There's movement here. You took the advice of the Five of Coins, which is not getting stuck in the victim mentality, and you're pulling something forward here through observation and the zipped lip. So that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. Hi Libra, I hope you're doing well. Okay. I would suggest, guys, I do the readings like this, right? So I would say the other half of the story or something might be coming up in Aries for you. So, or listen to all of them and see where they fall in your chart. Okay, the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is also here in the general reading on the table. So we have the Two of Cups twice for you. Okay, so this is definitely going to be about like-minded relationships. So the people in your life, you'll be going in the same direction. You'll be on the same page. There will not be confrontations. There'll be communications. These can be any arena. This can be family members. These could be friends. These could be colleagues. These could be your neighbors. They could be anybody. But the Two of Cups is a fantastic card because it's really a card of saying that we are in sync. So in the general reading, we see the Five of Coins. We see the Nine of Swords. We see the Ten of Cups with the Two of Cups. And you've got this again. So this is basically going to be a week for you where relationships are on the forefront. So maybe someone needs your help. Maybe you need their help. Maybe you need to have conversations about things. The Two of Cups is a sweet card. It's not going to be anything hashed out. So this will be a nice, a brand new phase for you. I think surprising positive changes come here for two. Maybe you've been waiting to hear about something, or maybe there's, there could be too here, someone from your past comes back and offers you something. If you were looking for a job, or it could be, it wouldn't be, I don't feel it would be a romantic kind of something. It could be a friendship from the past, or there is a mutual, or it could be a new person, but there's a feeling in this of ease. This person puts you at ease. It's even if it's someone new, it's someone like you feel like you've known them forever. So that's what I've got for you. And since it's coming in near your home, I would say be grateful this week, be humble this week, be kind this week. I think that doors open for you here in brand new beginnings, brand new phases. If there's a plan that you're wanting to implement, I would act on it. Definitely act on it. I do feel like, too, there are romantic beginnings here, or connections here that are just friendships, but you love the person. You know what I mean? Like they're really just easy relationships. The Two of Cups, though, to me is more of a marriage card than the lover card. And since we have it twice with the Ten of Cups, I would say here that there could be a phase where maybe you decide to get married, or something like that. It could be a decision comes this week where you're thinking about starting that, or moving, or something big. It's a change that is a big cyclical change. And these little things, the little things here, set you up for the long haul. That's why I'm not discounting this. I think if someone from your past comes back, it's not a relationship aspect. I think that there could be a current relationship or a new one coming in that this would be, and it would be swift. I would say it would not be, it could be someone too from afar. This could also be something too where you are in a relationship with someone with this Nine of Swords comes up and you're missing them, or they're missing you, or it's just a scenario like that where your mind is playing tricks on you. There's nothing in here that would indicate anything going on like that in this reading. So this is just, it could be just a longing for something, but you know what, in this time, use it to your benefit and pull something physical ahead here. Okay, so that's what I've got for you. Hi, Taurus. I hope you are doing well. Okay, let's see here. Okay, the Devil card. This is going to be a week where we really want to be conscious of the things that we need to let go. This can be a week where whatever obsessions or compulsions or things that we overdo or underdo, and this would perfectly align here with this. This is a week where we're not beating ourselves up. We're actually being nice to ourselves. It's a week where we're going to get our butts off the couches and we're going to do things physically to get our mental capacities up to par. We're going to do things, you know, maybe around the house. But the key here with this card is balance. And it's either a life lived or unlived. So we want to balance things. This is where in the regular beginning reading for the overall, it's you don't want to run a marathon if you've not, you know, you just got a brand new pair of sneakers. So you're going to run the marathon now and you've not done this before. It's where you'll walk around the block first, and then maybe by Friday you'll start running around the block. Or we're pacing ourselves here, and that's what this card is about. With the other cards coming in here, it can be a week where I can't encourage you enough to be kind to yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, right? Don't take on things that you can't handle. And I apologize about this light. The sun just comes in and it blinds me. But that's what I've got. I don't look at this card. This can be something too where you once and for all, and you're not thrilled about it, but you have to deal with something. Some of you could have some things going on here. Again, it could be anything from, you know, a cheesecake obsession to something more. Any obsession, good or bad, is not balanced. So with this card, the question you want to ask yourself is, am I living my life or is it living me? How can I swizzle some things here? Because we've got fantastic cards for the general. I'm not saying it's going to be a smooth week. I think it's going to be a, am I in? Am I out? What, you know, am I dressed? Do I have two shoes on? It's going to be a week like that. But it's also a time where it's setting you up. Pretend like now this is like you get an offer, you win this, you know, the sweepstakes, you win the house or something like that, but you now have to like clean up your house, sell your house. What am I taking? What am I not taking? It's things like that. You could be walking into something that's just fantastic, but you've got to clean things up first. This is a heavy card only because we either take on too much or we're stagnant. It's one of the two. The middle ground here is to just get action, get movement, and then keep the pace of that. So that's what I've got. But I want to pull another card. Okay. The Five of Cups. So we have the Five of Coins, the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups in here is saying that you're not thrilled about something here. You're disappointed about something. Someone disappointed you. You put effort into something that it's showing you where a crack is. So this is what we really want to look at. Right? Where do I do these things that I repetitively end up back here? Because this is joy or sorrow, right? And again, just like the Five of Coins underneath is self-esteem, this one is also, it has a psychological undertone to it too, where I'm constantly bored with things because I'm rushing into things and not thinking about them. Nothing goes anywhere. It's like, you know, eating the whole cheesecake and then the next day having to deal with the fallout of it, right? A piece is better. This is moderation this week. And that's kind of what this says. The Five of Cups is just like, I should not have done that, right? It's anything too. Any kind of something that's over the top or stalled in the water, you want to fix here. And that's what I've got for you. But you've got great, I mean, the week's cards are just up and down. They're just dealing with stuff that we have to deal with, even though we don't want to. And that's what I've got here. That's what I've got. The Ace of Cups. Boom. I wasn't going to leave you like that. I could feel it. Here's the Ace of Cups, right? We're now rejuvenating ourselves. And here's the Two of Cups with the 10 of Cups. Okay? So these are good things. Do the thing you don't want to do. Cut back on the thing you have to cut back on. Light on fire, literally like from within yourself, not physically, like in yourself. Light something on fire. Light something that's been dormant. Stoke the fires a little bit here. Give me a minute. I want to sit with this. Okay, I'm going to point this out too, because this could be one of those things where you're in and out of relationships, you're in and out of jobs, there's too much, you're looking for a satisfaction here in a way that is like a whipping power line. Do something sustainable, right? If this is in a dating scene, do it slow. Pace yourself. Respect the time of this. Or it's something out of whack here for sure. But here we go. We're going to jump into it again, right? Take the 5 and really look at it, right? What about this can I tweak in a little way, and get it right as rain, right? It could be something like that. Is the disappointment or the boredom that you're feeling, where is it really coming from? And then address that. That's really why I'm doing these readings like this, because if you follow it around and your emphasis all the time is over here, and I say something that really, where you could make monumental movements here, go in that direction. Don't be distracted over here, because that's what this can be too. It can be a distraction, but it's something that it's not giving you joy, especially followed by the 5 of Cups. It's already saying for the moment it's fine, but I need something else, right? This is the container. And here we have the 2, right? So we want something sustainable that gives us joy and is comfortable and at a pace that's not this, right? Because the 9 of Swords shows up in the middle and it's already saying, I feel disconnected, right? Did I know this person? Did I study this job that I just jumped into? Shit, this car is not at all what I thought it was. Damn, this neighborhood. Who are these people? Where did I move? It's that kind of stuff, right? This is just a momentum kind of energy where it's just saying, let me just get some stride here in a rational, practical, be flexible, thought out kind of way, right? These kind of things. It's like not knowing something. Let me maybe rent here before I move here, something like that, or maybe let me visit here and stay here for a little bit. The Fortune card comes in here with the 2 of Cups and the Queen of Swords. This is just saying we need a strategy here, and we need to address some things that we could spruce up a little bit in our daily habits, those kind of things. Okay, thank you so much. Hello, Scorpio. I hope you are doing well. Okay. I would say watch Gemini. Watch Taurus, because I do the readings like this. So we get more, right? And then if you just want to follow the thing around like that, you can fill in a whole story here, which would be fantastic, because I feel like this week is a clearing week. It's dealing with stuff here for a bigger, clearer, nicer, healthier, happier time to come. Okay, 5 of Coins. We've already got the 5 of Coins coming in, so you've got it twice. So I'm going to hone in on this. This is about persevering. It's about doing the thing regardless of how not perfect it is. Just get it done. Whatever it is, keep going, get it done, get it out there, and then tweak as you go, right? This may be something too where you really fall into something. It will be material for sure. It'll require maybe a different stance, a different approach, a different perspective. Be flexible. Plan, maybe have a plan B in place for something. This turns out well. You've got the good fortune card here. This may be something in business too, or you're bidding on something, or you're doing something where you may have other people going for the same kind of thing. It's a card to push through on something. This is like a mental state too. If you're feeling underwhelmed, change the stance on that, because this is aligning something for you. If you're not feeling well, go see go see somebody. I'm not giving any medical advice here. I'm just saying it could be something like that where something keeps coming up here. But I think what it is I think it's a pattern that has become a habit that is not leave perfect off the table and just physically get the thing done. Whatever it is, just go get the thing done. Who cares about if whatever is running through your head here about it's not good enough, it's not this, just get it done. Just go do it, because you're going to get yourself out of the gate here. And what we want is momentum under here. You're going to be you'll be grateful that you did, because it's aligning you in a really good spot here. I think that too, there are successful meetings here. So again, don't let the mind get, oh, this person's going for the same damn thing, and I don't think mine is good enough. Go in with the mindset that yours is the best, that you're the best in here. I'm not saying let that come out of your mouth, but if it does come out of your mouth, just not in a pretentious way, because it could be the difference between, we need a strategy. Just get a rock solid strategy. Leave some loose ends. Who cares? Just get it out there and know your audience in whatever it is that you're doing. Okay. And we have the Page of Coins. This is a card here that is all about the decisions that you make. Make the decision. It's not about whether it's this or it's in the decision itself. Just make the physical decision to do it. Mental, physical, and do it. This card here is a card that says there is something bigger at play here. There is something bigger at play with the people in your surroundings, the environment that you're in, the scenario that you're in, how you feel about yourself. There's something bigger here. An epiphany is coming at the end of this. This doesn't make me happy, but this does. This could be a real aha for you, why something has not fit right in your life for years. Okay, that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. Hello, Gemini. I hope you are doing well, loves. All right. Oop. Okay. Knight of Wands. Real great energy we want here. You are doing something here. This could be travel, this could be movement, this could be an idea, but there is energy behind it, okay? And the Five of Wands. I'm noticing a pattern coming up here with these fives. So this is a week for everybody to look at the cracks in their lives and see what's really happening there, because fives are the crack, seven is the straight and narrow. These are really gifts of the universe just saying, if they just see this one stinking breadcrumb and follow it this way, it will be over. This will be what they want. They will be there. The thing will come. And that's what's happening here. I think in here with the Five of Wands, know your audience, know the people around you, know what's really going on, know what's worth your time and what's not. Sometimes we need to just listen to what someone has to say. We don't necessarily need to agree with it, but it gives us a better perspective of what the hell is really going on here. And that could be that kind of scenario here in some regard for you. The Knight is a card that comes up with documentations too. It's a Knight that comes up, I mean, it's a card that'll come up with legal papers. It'll come up with strategies. It'll come up for written stuff, notes, messages, emails, documents, papers of some regard. There could be somebody in something that you're doing that is just making things a lot harder than it actually has to be. So you may, in some regard here, decide to, okay, Four of Wands. This is someone in your social circle that is obnoxious. I can't even mix words here. They're obnoxious. So you'll need a strategy here this week to deal with that. It is something that will need to be overcome. Okay. The Ace of Wands came up. It's all in how you play your cards this week. It's all in how you physically, emotionally, and mentally do things. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning. It could be a new relationship. It could be a situation here where, you know, someone, say you're in any kind of relationship with someone and they're going through a hard time, and instead of dealing with it, they're just being obnoxious, absolutely obnoxious. So you just realize this because you know the person, or you know the scenario, or you've been down this road before, and you just take a different approach to something. You do something different. This will be a physical arena. This will be, I think you're dealing with something at work, quite honestly. And I think that there could be a new job comes along here as well. With the Two of Cups on the outbound and the Ten of Cups, this could be something just in your day-to-day life that is causing you a hiccup here. But since the 5 backs up to the 4 with the Ace coming in, it's just saying I need to take a step back here, and then it's smooth sailing. Kill people with kindness this week. Strategically, stay on point. Don't let people that have a hair across their butt get in your way. Just keep going. And that's what I've got. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Queen of Swords coming in, and how you handle this would be strategy. You would just need a strategy. This could be something too where it's very passionate. It could be a very passionate week for you as well. I would not take that off the table. It's showing here. So there you go. You've got that, right? I guess that would exert some physical energy, right? That would get you right as rain again. And it could be something in the house too, where you just really are revving up something. Maybe your relationship is a little stale and you're going to try something new. It could be something like that. I would say though, be conscious of, you know, your physical body, because there's an air through here of don't overexert yourself, because you may then have to really care for yourself. So there you go. You're adults. Do what you feel, and that's what I've got. Hello, Sagittarius. I hope you are doing well. Okay. Your cards are a little stiff. I would say be a little lenient and not so hard on yourself as you normally are. Oop, there we go. Okay. The 5 of Cups. There is a theme in these readings. All these 5s. 5s are cracks to me. They show us point blank right where something is. We could be blind and still see these things. The Five of Cups here is you've got to put your attention onto a bigger picture of something. Anything that doesn't go the way that we think it should, we need to have a little bit more flexibility here and realize that it's pointing us in a different direction. Look at these things. Okay. The Five of Cups and the Ten of Coins. You took on something here, or something seems a little bit heavy, right? You could be missing someone. You could have said something. You could have done something. But with the Ten of Cups, it's saying something new will come from this. And we have the Page of Wands. This is just being, it's getting your fire back after maybe something fell apart. The Nine of Swords I can't discount in here. It's a card of separation. It's a card of something not coming out, but it's a great, in and of itself, it's a great card of, nines are conscious cards. They're awareness cards, but sometimes our mind gets in there and it creates this distraction. It creates this separation, and anxiety and fear slip in. That's not what we need to do here. We just need to say, you know what? This didn't turn out exactly like I had thought it would, but I'm going to do something else now with it. It's acknowledging the fact that something didn't work exactly how you thought it was. I put my energy here and it didn't pay off. I put my time here and it didn't pay off. The Five is just a card that says, now I know better. That's all it can be. But a lot of fives are coming up here. But on the end here, with this, it's knowing enough that it didn't go the way that you wanted it to, but it means now get off the tracks. You know what I mean? It doesn't say, yeah, but I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. It doesn't say that. The Page of Wands is the power inside of you. It's the fire inside of you. But when we don't deal with this, right, it's not the end of the world. Things change, you know, so mourn it. Deal with it. It could be heavy because the Ten of Coins is a heavy kind of card, and it's life. Anything in life could be heavy. So you could be oppressed with that. But the good news is that the Page of Wands is coming. So this situation that you're in, that you feel like it's really heavy, it's going to pass. So let's just deal with it and get through it and let it pass, and it'll be done. And you'll be enthused again on the end. That's why I'm thrilled to see the Page of Wands on the outbound. That is literally the spark of life. Literally. And you've got the Two of Cups here with the Ten of Cups. Okay? So that's what it is. Again, with these fives, I'm bringing this out because how do I say this? We're here to learn things. This is beating yourself up over something here. So realize that no matter what it is, if you can't correct the situation, bid it grace and just say, under grace and in a perfect way, I release this. I release this. And then let it go. And here you are, right as rain, brand new, ready to go. Full of power, nourished, vital, happy, healthy, joy-filled, going in a new direction, all of that. This can be heavy, so I can't downplay it. But the Five is showing you right where the crack is. And with the Five of Coins coming in here, that is a card that we only get self-esteem through doing things. And it's through the tough things where we gain that self-esteem, right? So if everything was easy, we would have nothing to base it on. We would not be able to become stronger on the inside, right? And the Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords is saying, I've got this. I do the work on the inside, and I show up more solid every single time. And this is a time where it's not letting your emotions get around. It's saying, I'm going to harness this in my head, and I'm going to project this in a rational, practical manner. And that's what I've got. Hope that I helped you in some way. Hi, Cancer. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Okay. 9 of Wands. There is something here that you feel very, it could be, you're really loyal towards it. And the 9 of Wands is a card of just protection. You're protecting it. You're caring for it. You're nurturing it. And there's something else here too that I don't know why I keep getting this. If you push on for something, there's something that you're wanting here. If there is something, an idea or something that you're trying to push here, or some kind of physical thing that you're really enthusiastic about, find other people that are doing this as well, right? Example, I've done Zumba forever, and I just wanted something a little bit different, but the same kind of thing, right? So I took a cumbia class, loved it, and I met a whole different group of people. So, I mean, it could be something like that too. I think, okay, this is something I don't think that you're telling people about. You want something here, and I don't think that you really want something here. Give me a minute. Okay. This is the mental gymnastics that you're going to have to do with yourself. Pretend that reality is a bluff, right? And then pull this in. You want this really bad, but I don't know whether you think that you're not capable of it, or just do it. Just do it. This again isn't about perfection. Just do it. And who cares who likes it and who doesn't like it? This is about you doing it. The 3 of Swords. You're under something here, and I think you're afraid of what other people are going to think. You want to do something. You just don't know how well it's going to be perceived. You've got the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups on the outbound. Find the people that are going to support you in this, whatever this is for you. The 9 of Wands is also a card about boundaries, right? The ones for ourselves, the ones that we give towards other people. They may not like what we're doing, but we have to do it for, I apologize for this, sun. We have to do it regardless. You're doing something this week that you're going to have to hold your own hand here and realize that it's for your own good. And you're going to need to get out of that womb and tomb and get in your head and just do it. Like mechanically just do it. The 3 of Swords on the outbound is saying that something is crossed here. So it's basically a 2 ways open before it comes to 1, right? Everyone's in the hen house here, but we need the silence. Shh, we need to like zip it. And that's what's happening here. And then you'll get the train going here. You're under something like, say, you just don't think you have any backing for it, but who really cares? Honestly, I can say that because I can see where this is going, and what this week is really doing about this energy is getting all that crap gone, right? Just and they don't even need to be something like, you could be listening to this and say, yeah, I've got boundaries in place. Yeah, I don't give a shit what anybody says. I'm going to do the things I want to do. But yet, in the back of your mind, you hear your mother saying, That's a stupid ass thing to do. Do you want to think about that again? It's that kind of stuff that we don't even realize. We're in the car driving down the street thinking, that son of a bitch, I can't believe I'm even still worried about what she's saying. But here I am in the car by myself, still thinking I'm doing the plan that I know I can tell her this and this will be. And then you catch yourself and think, oh my God, these are the things that we do, and I do them myself, So these are the triggers that are the patterns that become our habits, and that's what we're changing. And this, you listening to me, you could not even think that you've got this. But then look about, when you're trying to do this and keep this so quiet, why is it that you think it's something that needs to be hidden or silenced or whatever? Right? Those are the tough things, because then we realize, oh my God, I'm really kind of stuck there. But then you free yourself. You realize that it really doesn't matter, and it is your life. And where it's driving you is the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups, which is a happy life surrounded by people that support you and love you, and you feel like you've known them forever, even if they're new. And this could be somewhere too where you want a relationship and someone thinks that you're too old, or that you're doing an online thing and someone lives over there and they think this is stupid. Who cares? This is your life. And at the end of the day, and at the end of it all, it's you who gets to experience it. And it should be delicious for you and only you. Okay? So that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. That's what I've got. And that's what I truly, truly feel it's about. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Capricorn. I hope you're doing well. Okay, loves. I already feel something here. This is a big, these are going to be, okay. This card flew out. This is exactly, watch the Cancer reading, because I do the houses like this, right? So they got the 9 of Wands as well. There is something here in the King of Wands. Okay. Focus on, you're under something here, like there's something under you or in you, or there's just something here that's got you feeling like you can't do something. And by that I mean mentally, like there's some old system in play that is telling you that you can't do something. It's not serving you. It's not serving you well at all. This is where the negative stuff comes in, and it's something that's not been dealt with before. The 9s are consciousness. They're awareness, right? And we have the 9 of Swords with the 9 of Wands, and the King of Wands came in here too. The King of Wands is the powerhouse. It's the power and the fire behind, like a literal baptism of the mind, right? Focus on positive things instead of the negative things that are worn out. They don't even fit this reading. It feels very off, and that's why I said something already feels very heavy here. This is heavy stuff from the past. Like, I can't change my job because then the guilt sets in that I should be doing this. Like, this isn't respectable in the community. I know I should be doing this, but yet my heart is calling me over here. Or I want to get married and I'm 60 or 70 or 80 years old, and that's not going to go over well. These are things you have to break free from here. And this is just a matter of, with this 9 of Swords, not letting the fear get in there. Get excited about the 9 of Swords. That's, my mind is excited about this. I'm going in this direction. I have a plan. I'm flexible. I know where it's going. And the 5 of Coins is a card of saying, the people that I meet there will be in support of this. And the 2 of Cups and the 10 of Cups the people there will be supportive of this. And I think too, you may have support in your system here, like your support system is there. You may just internally feel like you're not okay with this. So the question would be, why are you not okay with this? Go back to that. And I'll help you with the 10 of Cups. Because we have it twice. The 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups come out, and we have the 10 of Cups here again. The 10 of Cups is a happy, harmonious life. It's more on the inside. It doesn't mean it's like the life, whatever the hell that actually is. It's the life. It's harmony. It's happiness. It's joy, right? Joy is internal. It's not contingent upon this or this or this. I'm a joy-filled person, right? And that's what it's about. And the King of Wands is not going to give a crap whether somebody approves of this or not. He's in it for the experience, right? He's in it for he's the walk the talker. So whatever this is, you might feel it's out of sorts for you, but not only does it align you for the happy life, you're actually admired by other people for doing this. There's always got to be the first one to do something. So do it, right? You've got the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Cups twice, with the King of Wands and the 9 of Wands. This is a powerhouse here. This is patience. That's the downfall on this, would be not thinking it's not happening fast enough. Let it take its time that it needs. The King of Wands is not going to rush through something, right? The dough is the best when it comes out of the oven, after it's had the heat. Then it's beautiful to share with everyone, right? So respect the time that it takes to do this, but don't let things or fears get in your way here. And this is all about keeping your mind somewhere. This is about, again, I can't remember who I just said this to. It might have been Cancer. Pretend reality is a bluff, right? How do you make whatever this is that you want appear right before you, right? That's it. Move towards that. Keep that in your mind here. I think this is more under the surface here, where you're letting an inferiority complex get in the way here. Don't do that, because at the end of the day and at the end of your life, it's you who's lived it, and only you will regret it. So don't allow that to happen. I think that you're stuck under something here, a persona that you think is just... it's a negative persona of yourself, and it's just not true. It's just not true. And you can easily just flip it by doing the opposite things. There's enough in here that is pointing out where these cracks are, and they're the mental gymnastics that we do to ourselves that show up physically paralyzing us. And that's what this is saying. The 9 of Wands is a powerhouse card, and it's a physical, mental, emotional powerhouse. But you need to know your limits there too, right? So pace yourself, and you'll get what you want. You're at the end of something anyway, so something new is going to start. So why would you not jump in the driver's seat of it, opposed to letting life land it somewhere? You know what I mean? Pull your life in the direction now of what you want it to look like. And the 10 of Cups is a happy life, right? It's not, it's the ups and downs of life, but it's how you navigate it. And with the 9, you know how to do this. Right? I think too, what can happen with this 9 is we are protecting unidentified patterns. Like we've got these unidentified things that we are protecting without even knowing it. And how they're showing up is in how we're living our lives, the things that we're doing, the things that we're not doing, that kind of stuff. And the 9 will just ask you, what is that? They're unconscious things that you do, right? They're like unconscious patterns that you don't pay any attention to. How you respond to people, how you think your life should be lived a certain way, how certain things are just not appropriate. Who aren't they appropriate for? If you're wanting it, who's telling you it's not appropriate? You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. If moving to a different country or living a different lifestyle or changing something in your life, and you feel like no one will support you, who cares? Sometimes you just have to hold your own hand. But if you're wanting it in there, and you are for sure, I would say go for it. If you don't, and I say this and I shouldn't say this, so this is my 3 cents that I shouldn't say, you'll regret it. keep the momentum going in the direction that you're wanting to go, because your heart is telling you something. Your body is telling you something. So I would encourage you with all my heart, graciously and humbly, to tell you to go for it. Keep on the track of what you want and figure out why it is that you are not allowing yourself to do that. What are you protecting under there that's not yours? It's a tradition, most likely, from your childhood. And it's just saying, oh, they would never accept this. Well, do it anyway. The odds are that they will. I can tell you that. So that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you in some way. Hi, Leo. I hope you are doing well, loves. All right. I would say also watch Aquarius reading, or watch all of them actually, because they're all playing out in some regard. And the reason that I do the readings like this, as you know, is because the other half of the equation is usually sitting in the opposite house. So, but again, sometimes we're watching something like for a sun sign or a rising sign or a moon sign, when in fact, somewhere over there is where our real focus should be and where the gold mine is. So I would say listen to these and see where you're dealing with something. You, I think, will know already kind of where things have been going on in your life, like what part of your life has been the focal. And this is usually where it will show off. But a lot of times we're focusing on one area, and we should be paying attention to another. And with the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups on the outbound, I would say the universe is trying to guide us in a certain direction here and clear out things in that regard that open things up that we might not be aware of yet. All right. I'm already getting here. You need to do you and not worry about what other people are thinking. It has nothing to do with them. I hear that loud and clear. Whatever. Ooh. Okay. We have the Knight of Cups. This is something you're doing again, and I don't think people are on board with it. Oh, wow. Okay. So we have the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry. We have the Knight of Wands and the Knight of Cups. You're doing something here. You want something and you want it bad, and you're going to do it. And I'll tell you, you may have to fly this one alone here. Wow. You're really going after this. I think it's out of character for you. I don't think people are, I really get the, like just shocked, like coming home and telling someone something and they're like, who are you? But I don't think, and I have to say this, I don't think you have to get into the mindset here. And I think this is where the 5 of Coins could be coming in the regular reading with the 9 of Swords. I don't think people are on board with this. And I think that they're going to make it very clear, but you also need to be, you're very, very aware here. And this isn't like this is very, very concrete. You know exactly what you want here. And it's out of character for the Knight of Cups to be this decisive. This is like someone who is I think you found something that lit you on fire here, but I think that it could be a marriage, it could be a relationship, it could be something that you want here, like concretely, like you're going to drop anchor here for this, is what it is. But I think that you need to be very, very clear that it's not about other people. So if you get flashback, and I don't think, honestly, I don't think it's going to impact you. But I think with the 9 of Swords coming in here, it can be something where something happens here, where someone says something really abruptly to you. Okay. This could be something too where this is a brand new chapter. It's a brand new chapter, and I feel like your main takeaway from this is what other people think has nothing to do with you. So you're probably getting flack here from something. Okay. Make plans. Go for the thing. Don't worry about what other people are saying. These are normally not people. These are normally the things that are inside of us. So your heart is wide open and your mind is focused. And that's what you're doing here. Ah, yes. This is about self-awareness. And here we have it. This is what a whole person, and I should say right as rain on the inside, going for something. And that's what this is. Because the high priestess is self-awareness. I am aware of what my heart wants, and my mind is going right for it. The thing with the heart and the mind is, and that's where the the female and the male thing comes in. And it has nothing to do with people. It has to do with the heart has to be open to direct the mind, but only a focused mind can react to the heart in a balanced way. And that's what this is. Oh, I'm so happy. And you're driving right towards the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. You're going in the right direction. So you got an epiphany, or something came across your life where you know exactly what you're doing. And other people are not happy about it. I think it's just maybe out of character for you, right? Or, you know, like your family thought you'd live home and buy the house next door and stay there forever, and now you're moving across the country. It's just an example, but this is very precise. Your heart is right in it, and you're going for it. And you've given it thought. This isn't like I'm going to jump into something. This is, I've given it thought. Okay. Please let me know what this is. I'm so excited. I'm actually, go watch Aquarius. I'm going to do them now. It'll have the other half of this. It's like General Hospital in here. Oop. Hi, Aquarius. I hope you are doing well, loves. Ooh. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. I feel like the sun is shining on you and me too. But it's definitely shining on you. Okay. You are busting free from something. This card fell out, so I'm going to take it, but hang on. Oops. Something just flipped. Let me see. Something flipped backwards. I need to see what it is. Okay, I thought it did. All right, I could be wrong. All right, I must be wrong. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So you are coming out of that devil card, though. Like your life is going to be lived now. You're out from under something here that's been heavy. Yep. 10 of Cups, 10 of Coins. It was heavy for sure. You're coming out of this. So if you've been under the weight of something, this can be something too where someone has is retiring or moving somewhere, or your body has been aching, or you've not been feeling well, or something like that. This could be a situation like that, or a heavy, heavy depression, or something like that. Something has been, I hear that song, oh, I don't know what this is, I so hate this. It's a long road, or it's been a long road. I have to, it's one of those songs. Anyhow. Anyway, it's been a long road, but the sun is coming out now. Joy, happiness, health, all of this is going to be shining on you now. So if you've been under a depression, if you've not felt well, if you've been doing these, you know, mental gymnastics to yourself here, things are coming up. You've done a lot of internal work here too. Happy days are ahead here for you. And this is just a week, but this is a week of clearing stuff out. So I would say you're right at the 11th hour of it all being cleared out. Boom. Wheel of Fortune. These changes were necessary, and a lot of them were outside of your control, which make them even more challenging, right? But things are turning. And you've got the Fortune card here. Things are changing in your favor. Oh, I love readings like this. I absolutely love readings like this. Okay, you are on the path now coming forward. And I'll tell you, I just did Leo, and they are literally blazing trails right towards exactly what they want. And I don't think they have, I don't think people are happy about that. So, which is kind of crazy, because this is, although, you know what, if you were coming out of something really heavy, it doesn't necessarily mean that you had, you could be breaking ties with people that were very, very destructive behaviors, very destructive patterns, very destructive relationships of all sorts. But you know exactly what you're doing, because this is a lot. This is a lot to bust through. And then to have this on the end, it's just saying that a lot of this too, you know, these are things that are outside of our control. Like any kind of addiction, be it cheesecake or marijuana or whatever, is all the same. It's something out of whack that we're not in control of, right? So the pendulum isn't in this reading going like this. It's going right in the middle. And that's what I'm thrilled about. Some things we have to go through in life that kick our butts only to get us to be able to sustain the life that's ahead of us, right? It's like people sometimes, they say that win the lotto, they end up bankrupt afterwards, because you can't just give somebody something. You have to sustain the fires of something, go through the fires of that to come out and be able to sustain it. And with the Two of Cups and the Ten of Cups, you are, not only are you in alignment with people that are supportive and you're right people now, your life is good. It's happy. You've got people around you too that do support you, but you've also got people that were enabling you. Okay. So that's, oh my gosh, I'm so happy. The sun, I just really feel like the heat is, the sun is shining on you. Joy, happiness, good health, vibrancy. Your body will be really healthy. Like if things were not healthy before they are, your mind will be healthy. This is really fantastic. This is like someone getting time back that has been lost on something, and that's what you're doing. I'm so happy. Please let me know what's going on. I'm so thrilled. Have a great day. Hi, Virgo. I hope you're doing well, loves. All right. Let's see here. The World. You have completed something. A cycle. A big cycle. I feel here, literally, this is like a... I hate that word abundance. We need a better word for... I just don't like that word. You are entering a whole new cycle of your life. Whole new cycle. I really feel like blossoms, like big flower gardens, and just, I really feel like you're in a... And that is what this card is, actually. This is nice. I feel this. And the Six of Cups. Okay. This is happiness. This is joy. You're sharing something with someone. This will be, I think, either a new relationship coming in here. Happiness is restored in your home. A new cycle is coming here. Okay. For some of you, you've been under something here where you really had to think about a decision that you were making, and you did. and it's aligning for you. I don't think it was an easy decision. I think it was a decision where you just decided that this is what we need to do for the next chapter of our lives, and I think you took it. For someone here, this is really like you're inside, you have resolved something that has not been easy until this point. It's like someone under the like someone late in life that really gets it. You know what I mean? And we say that youth is wasted on the young, and I don't think it is, because it's this energy that I feel here. It's that energy that I feel. And I feel like something just comes, like you got an epiphany that just cracked the shell of something that kind of held you under it without you even realizing that that was the heaviness, that was the thing. And something came about and just broke you right out of this. It was a decision. Once that happened, you made a conscious decision, and that's where you went. And that's what I think that this reading is about. You put a lot of thought into something, and you called something to an end, and that's what happened here. These can be habits, too, that really held you back for a while. And it can be, I feel in here, too, that someone really struggled for most of their lives, and they think, is my life really supposed to be like this my whole life? I apologize for the sun. But this is someone whose life really picks up at like, it really gains momentum. Like I would say I keep like 40 plus. Like now is the time where most people get their rewards in their 20s and 30s. Now is the time where your life flips switches like that. And that's what I feel. So abundance is here for you for sure. And it's kind of like a clearing out of something. A lot of stuff, a lot of heavy pressured stuff is clearing out here. This can be too something where it's always been like a day late and a dollar short. Well, not anymore, because this really flips this. This is too where I feel if money has been an issue or finding a sustainable relationship has been an issue, I think that these things really change too. If you're one of these people that just think, I never knew what I really wanted to do or want to do, or what has held me back, or what really sat under the underpinning here, all of this is revealed now. And I think that at first it comes as a feeling of like shock, like, oh my God. And then it's like, oh, the freedom now is there, and it's excitement. And that's what I feel happens here. I have to pull one more card because and you've got the Wheel of Fortune here. Again, I think too, this is like where we do a psychological number on ourselves here. I think that that's done. That's really done here. You made a decisive decision here to complete something in that realm. I'm telling you, if you're wishy-washy listening to this, keep doing what you're doing, because it's freeing you. And this is a week that can be very turbulent. This week, it's setting a lot of things that we don't want to deal with and that we need to deal with to clear out the remnants. If you come across something like that, just remember, keep it focused, keep it mental. Don't let the emotions get in here. And it's smooth sailing. Very decisive, very clear, very thought out. That's where you want to go. You don't want to get pulled in the weeds of the emotions here. And it could come under the circumference of someone or some things not supporting this. So who cares? Honestly, this is, people love to tear other people down, and I just don't know when this happened. It's just quite okay. The Nine of Wands. This is, again, I got this card twice, and I can't remember what the other readings were, but this card is coming out a lot. The Nine of Wands is a card of consciousness. It's the aha, like you get it at that point, and that's what it is. And the Nine of Wands is rock solid in the body as well. So if things have been not right there, They are now. They will, your health will come. I'm not giving health advice, but your health will clear itself out here. Little by little by little. And you'll notice you'll start to really feel well again. You're going to align with people here too that make this journey even happier and healthier for yourself. This is to boundaries on yourself, putting boundaries on yourself, knowing patience, right? You definitely know patience. So that's what I've got. I hope that I helped you out here. Remember, the end game here, if you're not here yet, is that it's clearing out, that this is an end of a cycle here. It's going to start a whole new one for you, and it's going to be a lot easier and more enjoyable. And that's what I've got. This is more of a, like a reality. It's not a, how do I say, it's not an emotional kind of, it's like a lot of hard work went into this, and that's where you're at. So now you can enjoy your life of blooming abundance, and that's what I've got. Okay. Hi Pisces, I hope you're doing well. I apologize guys, the light just comes in and there's not a damn thing I can do about it. Okay. I feel like a reflection, not from the light. I feel a reflection here. And this is one of those scenarios I feel where if you want it, you can have it. If you don't want it, you'll find an excuse to not have it. It's something like that. If you want something to change, it'll change. If you don't want it to change, it won't change. It's you hold the power here to do this, and I don't know where that's coming from, but we shall see. The Nine of Swords, maybe. Okay. You can be caught under something, tied up in something, bound by something. All of these things can be changed. If you truly want them bad enough, they can be changed. But if you're in a place where you're falling under the victim mentality, you're going to be your own worst enemy and you'll hold yourself under. But you are great things ahead of you here. You just have to start maybe little by little by little. I don't know exactly what it is per se for you, but if you're serious about changing something, you can change it. This comes down to choice, not someone being really unable to do something. This comes down to your choice in this. And with the Nine of Swords and the 3, this can be really where life has kicked the crap out of you and you just don't think the options are there anymore. But I'm telling you, they are. And if you go little by little by little, change what you're eating, change the things you say to yourself, get a little bit of exercise, change your daily routines here, take care of your body physically. And this is where you want to root things. This isn't in a mind kind of thing. You want to root this stuff in tangible, practical, feet on the ground kind of things. And that's what I feel. So let's see. This is where the buts would come in. So don't let the buts come in. Yeah, I would do it, but no buts in here. Let's just do this because I see what's at the end here for you. The 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. You'll be much happier. And it'll be a reality thing. Like your feet will be on the ground. This will be something you'll experience in your day-to-day. And I realize that a lot of the spiritual community seems to be in la-la land somewhere where they don't think that life actually happens in the day. It does, right? It does happen in the day, and it's real. So that's what this is about, making it real in your tangible material world as well, right? You can have a great imagination, you know. I have my Venus in Pisces, but I also have my Sun in Aries, so I know how those can get really wonky. Okay, 3 of Wands. Do it. Do the thing. You can do the thing. It just needs to be physical. Get one thing out of the gate. This will be the thing that you've wanted. It's coming. So if you want it, it's here. Let's just get a plan in place. Ten of Wands. You have to put the work into this. I'm telling you. If you put the work into this, you will physically have this life in this world, in this lifetime, if you put the work into it. You just have to be dedicated to it. You have to believe in it. You have to work away at it. You have to refine it, make it the best that it can be. These kind of things are not about reinventing the wheel. They're about making the basics so perfect that that's where your life resides. And these are the fantastic things. These are the things that you believe in and spend your life on. And you refine it over and over and over again. And it becomes your masterpiece. This is physical. This is in the physical world. So if you're dealing with something that you think you cannot do, you can. And it'll show up in the material world. You just have to believe in it. You have to believe in yourself. You have to nurture it. And you have to have patience. And you have to stick with it. Be tough on yourself here. And you'll have what you want. This could be something too where you think that, you know, you've sold yourself a really bad bill of goods here. But it's just not true. You can have these things. They're physical. They're in this world. And I, before I even threw cards, I got on my tangent about that because I felt that that was strongly what this is. This is not about mental gymnastics. This is not about life on Mars or, you know, meditating to a singing bowl. Those things are all fine. They're necessary. But we also have to have our 2 feet on the ground. And that's what this is about. So if your finances have been under the, you know, not doing so well, or your relationships are not doing so well, or the things that you're doing in your world have not been that well, or you feel like you're out of sorts, or your body isn't well, or something like that, all of these things are within your grasp. You just have to do it. Physically, chip away at it slowly, right? Get your mental focus in the right place. Don't worry about circumstances. Don't worry about, well, I can't do it because of this. People have started fantastic businesses out of their garages. That's where most things start. We don't need the big elaborate stuff. I'm pointing this out because I hear the buts already. If you want this bad enough, you will have it. Oh, you will have it. The 3 of Wands is, I've got the dream. I've got to now take action on it or it's going to die. And it goes right to the 10. So not only are you really good at what this is, you'd be fantastic at it. You've just not done it yet. You know what I'm saying? So this is not just like I'm thinking about maybe I want to do this. You'd be fantastic at it. So, and it would be sustainable. This is strong. 10 of Wands is solid as a rock. You just have to put the work in. And the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands are great business cards. They are great business cards. So get off your tuchus and do it. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let's go back to that. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just get it going. Get it out there. Right? Even if you had sneakers with no laces, just put the damn shoes on and go. You know, I'm using that as an example because I'm looking and there's nothing here that you could use as an excuse. There is always a way. So find the way. People will help you with this too. So do this. Be serious about this. And it will mirror back things to you, the likes of which you don't even recognize yourself anymore. Okay, so let's do it. And it's not going to be an easy this week. It's a lot of ups and downs this week, but it's clearing itself out for this, right? So let's just look at this. In case you need something, come back and look at this, because there's the Wheel of Fortune. Right here. It was worth it. With that 7 of Wands on there. Emotional integrity. And there's only one way to go. So if you hit a rock in one direction, do it a different direction. And that's all it is. 7s walk the straight and narrow. And that's what you've got. Oh, this is great. I'm so happy. Please do this. Do it for yourself. Okay? Thank you so much.